This your boy Big Crit. Yeah, you already know what it is, man.
What's happening, bro?
You now rocking with the chaotic vibes of DJ Xay Capisce on IndioRadio.com.
Check. You already know what time it is. It's DJ Xay Capisce, Chaotic Vibes Podcast. Very special guest today. What's going on? DrummaBoy and motherfucking Xay Capisce in the motherfucking building.
Hey, yeah, Capisce.
Hey, man. We was just talking about this before y'all even got here. He was like, well, damn, do they got like projects together? Like, what? They moving around like Gucci and Zaytoven. I said, I don't know, man. I didn't know about the one song. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Like, how did this even develop? How did this come about? What happened?
Man, shout out to my dog Chrome.
Shout out Chrome.com.
Chrome.com? Motherfucking Chrome.com.
Hey,
Shut the fuck. Hey, man. Hey, I'm off air. I'm gonna tell y'all some funny shit about that nigga. But
that's my dog.
Chrome ain't never hit a nigga, man. This nigga hit me out the blue like, bro, I gotta introduce you to my boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got somebody for you, man. He gonna goddamn cash out, man. Goddamn, hey, man, he on his shit. You know I won't bring no bullshit, Drum. No, I got down. Hey, man, listen, man, I'm gonna call you.
And Crumb, and like for the people outside of Atlanta, Crumb is a very good cosign in the city.
Yeah,
like, that's a like nigga Crumb. If Crumb call you, Crumb kind of know what he talking about. You know what I'm saying?
He hit me. You know what I'm saying?
We're
like, man,
outside of that.
I'm in the studio. I like shit. He in Atlanta. He like, man, he from Alabama, but he be in that motherfucker every goddamn day. Boy, goddamn, he'll be there, man. About an hour and a half, man. He'll see you, man. Shit, next day this nigga pull up, played the music and shit. I had already did a little research, and I was like, damn, the tape jamming. He got Boosie on this motherfucker. He got Via Deck, you know what I'm saying? He got light skinned Keisha. I like, okay, this nigga moving. He taking the time out and investing in himself. And I tell people all the time, man, the artists that invest in their craft, the artists that invest in their movement, you look at the Gottis, the Young Dolphs, the Moneybag Yos, they all successful. You know what I mean? Fact. And I was like, man, I love working with artists from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like the Plies, the Jeezy, Gorilla Zoe. It's just fun for me walking with niggas.
But what do you get out of that as DrummaBoy? Like, you're DrummaBoy, you know what I'm saying? And you've done it already.
I get that the consistency, being able to do it again and again and again, because it's one thing working with artists that's already on. People like, okay, they got their money. They already had, you know, they shit going for themselves. That's easy to sell a beat to somebody who already on. Yeah. So I get a kick out of that, but then I get a bigger kick out of the guys who like right there on the verge. Like they only missing 1 or 2, 3 things that could like take them over, you know, make their cup run off over. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, your cup already filled, but boy, if a nigga just throw a couple more moves, that shit finna be running, and that's what we did. You know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, you got to go to New York. Okay. We got to do the run in New York. Never been to New York. Checklist. Everything.
Never been to New York before that?
I was in prison when I went to New York, so it was like I was in chains. Yeah. But I've been in New York. Yeah. It wasn't how I wanted to. When I seen it, you know, when we came to New York, we were going to NBC Brooklyn. They hit us around the city. Yeah. You got to see the city. Like, I can't wait to get out. I'm gonna come up here. That's how it was, though.
So how does it feel like? First of all, like you said, you free now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When did you get out? Because I know you did a nice
November,
little bit.
Yeah, November 17.
17, 2 years now.
Yeah, going
just
on
about
2 years now, yeah.
So you relatively fresh out. You did how long?
8 years.
8 years.
Yeah.
That mean 09. It changed technology, music, fashion,
all
everything.
That changed, yeah.
You know
it was a whole different movement, structure. Like.
So you come out now, and now you're moving, and we talking about less than 2 years. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, how's it feel?
It's a grind. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. I wake up every day with a smile on my bro. You geek, you always be cheesy and smiling because I just be having something different to be happy about.
Yeah, I mean, you happy for freedom at this point.
Yeah, just on this side. you know what I'm saying? To be able to get up and call it, what's up? Cool. I'm on this side, just chilling. It just be a beautiful thing. So I enjoy it. And then even to being in the position and being in motion. My grind hellacious anyway, though. Yeah. That's what got me in the shit I was in. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just shifting that grind into something else. Like, give it that same go. You know what I'm saying? We just doing it with something different now.
So with being a relatively new artist and fucking with, and it's not just because he here like a legend, you know what I'm saying? A big dog, a big homie. Like,
Absolutely.
how does that feel?
I told him, like, I had already seen this, though, because, you know, before I went to prison, I had management trying to get with Drum.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, 2 days later, I got busted.
Yeah.
So then to come home and then all this take fruition like this, I just be seeing it like it was supposed to happen like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so let's speak on some of your inspirations. Like, we talking about 8 years. You was writing inside?
Yeah. 8 years, I was more so just keeping in tune with the culture.
Yeah.
Just you hear, you was able to look at magazines and see the fashion. You able to hear on the radio what's hot, how the sound changing, the production changing, 808s changing, just the flow changing.
09, we was what? We was Soulja Boy. That was like Soulja Boy era almost. Soulja Boy, early Wayne, early Rick Ross type shit.
Drake, Future.
Drake and Future. Yeah.
I missed that whole wave.
Yeah, you
bro.
missed the whole wave.
But I didn't.
You didn't.
Exactly. See, what I got from the music was probably, I didn't get to hear as far as in everything, as far as in directly in the streets, but we did get a certain amount of music through being able to have MP3 players and shit like that. But we got, you know, we gonna receive the music different, being where we at. So that shit gonna really, when you make that pain music, that shit be really what we going through. Like, that's what you be really wanting to hear, because I was hustling in the building. So, and I'm going to the hole, getting busted in the building. Like, you have struggles in there. That was some of the same struggles you have out here.
What's one of the biggest transitions being on the outside?
You puss ass niggas, man. That shit, man, I tell you no lie, we be, man. Man, I have talked so many. You know how many times my mama called me, we just had discussions, and she just be, don't let these niggas trick you and woo-woo, because, man, I'm active, bro, for real. Like, that shit, it really be getting to me when people be faking with me and shit. Like, but you can't handle the industry the way you may deal in the street.
That's a fact.
Like no lie, I ain't gonna say no name, but as a DJ, I want to fuck his ass over, cause I'm a humble, bro. You know me. I fucks with you the long way, so you know you my dog. Like, I had a DJ that really just, man, he stroked me wrong and he tried to handle me on something. Man, you ain't from Atlanta type of shit. Like, damn, bro, I ain't on that rah-rah shit. Like, but he went on the rah-rah, but he tried to handle me on the low. Like, I really wanted to do something to his ass, but I felt like, damn, like, could that blackball me with the other DJs? I can't handle this industry the way you may handle in the street. Like, you can't do that, because others may look at you like, oh, that's what you want. Everybody not gonna respect that shit. Everybody not gonna get my story or understand how that shit really panned out. Like,
somebody don't give a fuck.
Exactly. So I just separate myself from that shit. Like, just, you know what? Until a nigga just genuinely rock with me, just keep your space. Like.
So is it anything that drummer could say to an artist like a Xay coming in the game trying to figure it out?
Man, for me, it was like, my vision always comes from what I see. You know what I mean? And I kind of see what's going on. I evaluate the situation, and then I plug and play a la carte what's missing. You know what I mean? And he pretty much had all his I's and his T's crossed, you know what I'm saying? So my main thing was, man, touching New York and letting that shit trickle down from there, because we touching the immediate top Fortune 500 companies. We touching the top, you know, we going direct to Spotify, direct to YouTube, direct to Sirius XM and whatnot. And I feel like everything else is easy to touch, especially in the South, because it's close. We can run through Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, which is what you see us doing now. Tennessee coming, Texas coming, you know what I mean? Things of that nature. But New York, it was just like a power play, and from there so many different doors and situations opened up, and I feel like that's when the labels, the A&Rs, the executives, they start taking it serious.
Most definitely.
Like, okay, he did a press run in New York. Like, this shit is real.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then we touching just so many millions of people. We touched over 100 million people that week. Just, you know, all the radio shows on Sirius XM. You know what I mean? All the strip clubs, you know what I mean? We in the streets and just touching the people, hitting those playlists and hitting those platforms and whatnot. So, as well as an experience.
How does it feel, like, so many years in the game to be back? Like, do you appreciate the road? Do you like being on the road? Is that something that you're doing?
This 11 summers, you know what I'm saying? So it's fun to be able to be consistent, you know what I mean? And it's fun to throw out records. Like, a lot of people ain't know I did Look at My Dad. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't know I did No Love, August Alsina.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or We Poppin', NBA Youngboy featuring Birdman.
I didn't know you did that. That's
you know
my
what
shit,
I mean?
actually. I did not know you did that.
That's the most recent gold plat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's so many
Congratulations on
plaques.
that, too.
Absolutely, appreciate it. It's so many plaques I can't keep up. Honestly, it's just more
that's
so
a great
about
problem to have.
Yeah, it's about breaking these artists, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I get a kick out of. I've always been a big brother, Boy Scouts of America, and just, you know what I'm saying? We from the volunteer state, so it's just a lot of things that I do voluntarily that I feel like help as well. You know what I'm saying?
But how do you stay from, because like one thing, and I'm just like Zay, like I'm maybe 3 years in the strip club game, you know what I'm saying? We've been doing the radio for years, but it's like I'm still getting the little bro treatment, like not the little bro treatment, but there's big homies and then there's like dickhead big homies. Like, how do you stay away from being the dickhead big homie? Because you just said you got plenty of gold plaques. I don't need nothing from nobody. I'm still making hits to this day.
For me, I'm blessed to, like, a lot of people say I'm a young nigga, but I got an old soul. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the two. My brother was 14 years older than me, and then my mom and my pop just had me, like, my mentor, Isaac Hayes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen how Stax was run. I watched documentaries on Motown.
Yeah.
And just looking at how humble. Seeing Marvin Gaye when he sees Patti LaBelle. Seeing Patti LaBelle when she see Gladys Knight.
Yeah.
Gladys Knight when she see the Temptations. You know what I mean? Whether they was new groups just getting on or whatever. Oh, hey, baby, how you doing? Everybody was just love. It was like family reunion. And, like, everybody who know me, they feel like that about me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't I don't have no reason to big homie nobody, like, or be no dickhead, because that's just not me. That's not my character.
Yeah.
So it's outside of DrummaBoy. Now that goes to, like, man, Chris James.
Yeah.
Like, who I am as a man.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And how I look at you just like I look at me. You know what I'm saying? When Drake called me, I ain't know nothing about the Degrassi or the TV show. My street nigga from Canada called me like, shit, man, nigga, I got somebody for you. All right, bet. Come on. Let's do it. First song I did with Drake, Money to Blow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How do I know we going to make a hit?
Yeah.
I just know, okay, they able to work, they able to take care of the things they need necessary. Because after you pay me, you still got to get the shit mixed, mastered. You got to get a PR. You got to do promotion. You got to pay the DJs. You got to goddamn. It's a lot of shit left. So if you can't handle me, if you tripping about me, I ain't even trying to waste no time with you for real. You know what I mean? It takes that full package, and the full packages that are ready to go, it's the big leagues.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I still give you the motivation, the knowledge, and the input as guys who I've given that knowledge to, and then they come back 8 months later. Like, Drum, I'm ready.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Walker. Like, I'm ready. First song we did, No Hands.
Yeah.
It's First Swing King. You know what I'm saying? Rocco, I'm ready. I'ma do me. 2 Chainz, I'm ready. Boo. Followed by Spend It.
Yeah.
I'm round, I'm getting it. You know what I mean? So it's just a blessing. Jesus said, I'm ready. First song, standing ovation.
That my shit.
Followed by White Girl, Flexing, I Put On, Lose My Mind, Me Okay. Now this recent one, Gone. Jeezy and Master P.
How did that come about? That was interesting.
You know what I mean? Like, Jeez, I got something for you. I got them yams. I always keep Jesus with a beat pack.
Yeah.
Every month, 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he hit me like, man, I need somebody on it. Who we gonna put on it? I need somebody on it. We went over a couple options. We made a couple plays. I got several different people on that.
Most definitely.
That huge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With some of the clearances taking this long, we was like, man, seeing you and me on P on set. Why don't you get P on the verse?
Yeah.
It's a good idea, John. I'll call you back.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, them niggas already shot the video. You know what I mean? So it's just like, all right, you know what I mean? And we got some monster remix potential, man. You know what I mean? It's crazy. You know what I mean? It's just like, at some point you gotta showcase who the fuck you are.
That's a fact.
You gotta remind these niggas who the fuck you are. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you speak with the music. Like, I'm not that extra shit talking, blah, blah, woo, woo, woo. I just speak with the music and shoot the cannons off. You know what I'm saying? Whether you know I did the record or not, that publishing check coming.
It's coming.
You know what I'm saying? And it's going down, man.
Yeah.
All right.
DJ CK. It's Indio Radio, ho.
Look, I talk about guys like Ferrari. You know what I mean? Guys who I've seen doing every motherfucking spot they get. They, certain spots that most people are turned down. Or,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, it's 20 people a night or 30 people a night, and building up that name, building up that name, getting to a bigger spot. Now being on radio is like, now everybody want to jump. Oh, Ferrari. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to
like,
the homie
bro,
too. He called me the other day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's somebody I appreciate because he put a couple plays in my lap. So I appreciate that homie.
Absolutely.
That's a fact.
And people like that you appreciate. Like, we gotta help each other. And the more we help each other get checks and get funded, man, the more we can come together and put together our own music union or DJ union or
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Have our own banks.
Fucking
You know what I mean?
facts.
Be able to do all kind of, you know what I'm saying, opportunities and whatnot. So that's what I'm about, man, the business side as well, and spreading the knowledge to the youth. You know
So,
what I mean?
are y'all like, what kind of cahoots is this? Is this a signing? Is this just handshake?
This right here, a real brotherhood. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just
That's another thing I get a lot. Like, drummer signs ain't. I don't know.
it's almost like me and Rocco.
Okay.
This shit deeper than
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's deeper than music. Like, certain guys like 2 Chainz, Gucci, Rocco, Jeezy, Tip. It's certain guys that just appreciate you, like, deeper than this music shit. Like, when my brother passed, niggas hit me like, bro, you fuck the music shit. Like, you alright, nigga?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you good, you straight. Like,
Most
you know what I
definitely.
mean? And certain people, like, Lil Scrappy, man. Shout out to my bro. I'm working on his project, executive producing that project.
Okay.
It's certain guys that I have
Exclusive little
that,
knowledge.
hey, I have that relationship with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's dope to just tap in and, everybody want to feel appreciated
Most
as the
definitely.
big homie you are.
Yes, that's a fact.
Or who I am. You know what I mean? People look at me as the GOAT and this and that. Look, like, I feel like I'm just getting started.
Yeah.
Like, I gave you one chapter, which was a decade of music. Now we on 2. Like, you look at Quincy Jones, what he did in his first decade, his second decade, his third decade, his fourth decade. Fourth decade was Back Against the Wall. Going in the fifth decade, Thriller.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's the music changes, and as a producer, we got so much to offer. Like, most of my favorites, they are 10 and 15 years older than me. Like, the Timberlands, the Pharrells, and the Dre's, and the Jermaine Dupri's, and, I'm just here to pay homage to them and add my splash of dab, in a sense of these young niggas I'm touching.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just looking up to what they did, looking at the blueprint of the Diddy's and, you know what I'm saying, the L.A. Reeds, and on an executive standpoint and a producer. And the only thing really missing was branding artists from the beginning, as well as having my own artists.
Most definitely.
Dropped the Collective Project, which represents all the artists on the Drum Squad roster.
Okay. Which are?
It's a lot, so you got to check out the project, the Collective Project. You know
It's
what I
out?
mean? Yeah, it's out.
Okay.
On all music platforms.
Okay.
I just dropped a new video, New Bitch, featuring Badass Junior,
Okay.
my nigga from St. Louis. You know what I mean? And it's so much music dropping, bro. It's like, man, anytime you get on the court, you exemplify your skills.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And folks call LeBron old, this and that, woo, 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 but look what he do on the court.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for me, in this music, man, you speak with your music. Anytime I want the game, we can take the game right back.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Real talk.
That's a fact, though. That's a
You know what I
fact.
mean? We in
So,
a slum, for real.
so let's speak on God 2. We had On God 1, which to me was a dope project in itself. And you came back and me and Plug said you added some flavor to it. That's how we described it when we talked on it. So just like, what was your headspace on coming with on God 2?
I wanted to, it's some growth in it, like being removed from the game as far as in just being able to be out here in it, in motion in it, it do something to you.
That's a fact.
It do something to you. Then you gotta think like IG wasn't out here, none of that wasn't out here, so it all.
Man, you came out to a whole new world.
Yeah, it's a whole new world. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But I adapt to my environment fast.
Yeah, that's a
like,
fact.
You know what I'm saying? It's just how adapting, being sure that I'm adapting properly. Cause now that I'm on this side, I want to make sure I maintain my freedom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Facts.
but when we did OG2, like you said, that's what we did. Cause I wanted to continue to push some of those records.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Getting it just do. Cause when they catch it, gonna catch. We finna be regular though. They might well get ready. They probably gonna get about 2 more projects for the year out. Probably 3. They might well get ready.
Well, go ahead and talk your shit then, nigga. I ain't mad. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me.
We gonna press
what we waiting on?
Pressing on it.
What we waiting on? Tell me what we waiting on.
Get ready, Allen Memphis.
Allen Memphis, talk to me about it. We was talking about it off air. Talk to me about it.
So we're gonna, when we say the fall, like in the August.
Like as far as the rap side, like I had to get my brother project out the way, my brother's keeper, but I'm aggressive, like, you know what I mean? D-Boy Fresh, that's the alter ego. DrummaBoy, like, that's the producer. If I tell you my life musically, you just gonna imagine what I'm telling you. But when I talk to you through D-Boy Fresh, he more the aggressor and telling you more so the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like Allen Memphis, again, it's representing a brotherhood and a unity between Tennessee and Alabama. And it's just like some player shit in the pot. It's some guidance in the pot. You know what I mean? It's some lessons learned.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As well as like making sure them ladies jugging and dancing and grooving. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a pot of gumbo. You know what I'm saying? When I listen to his music, I just was like, man, like just the way he tell his stories and whatnot, I already know I can see something.
Yeah.
It's like when you see something positive at the end of the road, you gotta, you know what I mean? I'm gone. I'm jumping on that junk because I'm a road killer.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? I've been and done that. All right, bam, take 3 months. All right, we done. We out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even when the Slum record came about, just the connection, it was just like, and the way people was gravitating to it, like, damn, the junk got going on. What's this? Like, you know what I mean? You want more of that? I bet let's cook up some more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what Allen Memphis is.
Mm-hmm. So like, is it done? Is Allen Memphis done?
It's live in the works.
Okay.
Like every day we doing whatnot, and then we taking that emotion and the feedback and kind of putting that in the music. You know what I mean?
So we looking at fall. Yeah, I know. Hey,
football season, man. You know what I mean?
Football season, yeah. That's what we
Zay know I owe him. I get offended if I don't get the first couple tracks. Like if I don't get like whatever we dropping first, I'm gonna call Zay. I'm like, Zay,
come on, let's do it.
It's a problem.
Right. I'm already knowing though.
It's a problem.
Y'all gonna get that off the
Invite
real.
you through the studio, man.
Let's do it. Let's motherfucking do it. Nah,
so
so
we gotta do bring it to the yo.
like what is it like? For you, what is Allen Memphis? And for you, what is Allen Memphis? Like, that's two totally different sides of the spectrum.
For me, Allen Memphis is a concoction. I'm a chef.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I whip, I cook. You know what I mean? That's my role.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
so is it collaboration on just production, or is it production and bars?
It's production and bars.
Okay.
It's come on, it's D-Boy Fresh on that thing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Just like Slum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the artist side. You know what I mean? And it's just more of it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because everybody like, man, it's Slum. Even
it was just like it was definitely a little taste. It was like, okay.
You know what I mean?
I see what's going on.
I bet I think that's it. That's it. That's the potion. You know what I mean? So it's just more of that.
Okay. And on your side?
Oh man, you know, my mind when we stamped that Allen Memphis, you know, my mind automatically, I'm just thinking more so, and we did the Slum record, so it only made sense. Like
facts.
You hear about the streets of Memphis, you hear about the streets of Alabama. Like,
that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? We just want to bait it. We gonna get you both of them.
And that's like, is there similar? Like I've probably been to Memphis. I go to Alabama. You know, I go to Alabama damn near every week.
Mm-hmm.
But is there like a whole bunch of similarities? Like I'm not familiar with Memphis at all.
It's the South, like
it's slum.
I'm not from the South either. Just so
you know what I mean. It's extra slum. You know what I mean. And everywhere you go, it's gonna be good areas, bad areas.
Yeah,
facts. You know what I mean, it's gonna be some monuments and some historical things like Elvis Presley, Graceland, you know, whatnot. But for the most part, the people can relate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like what we talking about, they talking about the same thing.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like they understand our language.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I like me personally, I'm like spitting on that, but then I'ma always hit you with the knowledge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just get that from Jay, I get that from Nas, and Warren G.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Nate Dogg. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna bring you the melody and the you know what I mean. It's gonna have to uplift and motivate at the same time.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean? But still hit that story. He'll hit that struggle.
Yeah.
And that's what Slum was. You know what I'm saying? Like even though we make this money and this and that, and you look at getting rich, or they talk about owning property or this and that, and you're like, damn, like they can just flip a button and take this. They can flip a button and stop this, or woo woo woo. Like you still in the slum for real. Like
Facts.
you know what I mean? You want somebody else clock.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You want somebody else territory. You know what I mean? So you still in the slum. You can't just forget. You know what I mean? It's impossible, because every day you're reminded of what you living in.
That's a fact. That's a big fact. So do you, like, I always talk to people from Alabama because I feel like there's not much representation for Alabama, especially in hip hop. So like, do it put pressure on you? Like, I gotta put the city on my back.
No, I am Alabama. That's how I feel. Like
Yeah.
if anybody that know me know, man, I'm country to the heart. Like, you see me moving around the city, I go anywhere I'm at though, you gonna know I'm from Alabama. Like,
It's a
you know what I'm
fact.
saying? So it ain't, to me, it ain't no pressure. I can tote the state.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be, like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be up for whatever they put on my plate for. Like, we coming for everything anyway, so.
Hey, y'all are some aggressive motherfuckers.
feel?
I ain't gonna lie. Y'all,
For real.
You go down to Alabama, hey, nigga, I got some meat. Like, God damn, relax, nigga. Like, relax, B. I ain't mean, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no, like, don't shoot me, nigga. God damn. So, now, it just is, I mean, aside from Dope B, it just is very.
Yeah, real dope B, man.
Yeah, most definitely. Rest in peace to the homie. But
Big
That was another thing I was saying. Like, man, I feel like it's so many times the story wasn't able to be
finished or even
completed. Like even with
developed.
Rich Boy, like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, business opportunities that hindered more albums from Rich Boy. Like I love Rich Boy. Like
Yeah.
we were
Dirty
talking that
Boy.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Dirty Boys, Dope
Yeah.
B.
Dope
You know what I
B,
mean? I'm
yeah.
like, damn. So I feel like, man, this is an opportunity to capitalize on an artist that's really about what he say.
Yeah.
He really about what he rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? This authentic. It's so much of the watered down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not. It was just wide open. It's like Alabama's an opportunity to showcase, like, man, the best of the best,
That's a fact.
and to finish that story. You know what I mean? And really put that stamp on it. So I was like, man, let's get it.
So what else we working on, man? I know you. I know we not just sitting around. We not just waiting on nothing to happen. What else we got going on, man?
Man, we working, man. We in the streets with it. It's picking up a lot of radio play. We getting a lot of love from a lot of different radio stations.
Yeah.
So we staying in motion with the interview. You know what I'm saying? I'll come to a hood near you, wherever. They book me, you know, I come wherever. Your mama house,
50
wherever they
deep,
invite
too,
me to. Ain't it,
goddamn
man?
it.
You better know it. Wherever we come
Fucking
with,
50
pull up on you.
So one thing I want to do is, because we spoke on the record so many times, let's drop Slums.
Hey.
Take a second. We're gonna come back. Xay Capisce, Slums, featuring DrummaBoy VL Deck on this motherfucker.
Hey, Capisce.
That's right. Xay Capisce, DrummaBoy, VL Deck, Slums, right here, Chaotic Vibes Podcast, IndioRadio.com. That shit, like, I don't know, to this day, like, that shit is still, like, one of the hardest joints. Like,
To
and you
this
know-
day, that shit is like still true. Big Glocks in the truck, but
Like, is that hard though? Is that hard to transition out? Like, we all know how the trap is. Like, everybody in this room done sat in some sort of trap. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it hard to transition out of, even with as much success you got going right now?
I'm gonna be honest, like everything my mind don't even think as just like no central location is a trap. Yeah, you have central location like.
I mean, the music industry is a trap.
Absolutely.
Be real.
Like to me, everything be the trap. Like,
Yeah.
If I sell you T-shirts, if I'm selling incense, whatever it is, like when you get up there in that DJ booth, that's the fucking trap.
That's the big trap.
That's
I ain't
the big
gonna
trap.
lie,
That's what
nigga.
it
That's
is.
the
You see
big
what I'm saying?
trap,
So,
nigga.
like I make everything be the trap. This
Yeah.
shit gonna be forever.
That's a
Like,
fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's,
That's
I mean,
how
and
grind.
I think that's one part that people like misconstrue. Like you can apply the same hustle and the same mentality just to different product. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I can dig that. So you say you got drummer squad,
Drum Squad.
drum squad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
What are we looking forward to from them? Other than
Man,
the
it's
collection.
just energy. Like Q Monte from Virginia, he gonna bring you. He got
And
a
they're
record.
not just from the South or just from Atlanta.
Nah, it's just different artists from different places. R&B. Q Monte from Virginia. He got a record, Konnichiwa. You know what I'm saying? Like just energy, bounce. He remind you like a Future.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He'll write a record for a girl artist, a rapper. You know what I'm saying? He just get in the booth and do his thing. You know what I'm saying? He come from that. You know what I'm saying? So he's seen a lot of the young age. Alexis Lewis, one of the female artists we got, she 15. Remind you like on some Aaliyah, but still kind of like pop. You know what I'm saying as well. L.I. the Great. You know what I'm saying? He from Minneapolis.
L.I. was with you in Orem?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's so many guys like Scott King from New York.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? From Brooklyn. And then you got, Carlone.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We got an artist named Carlone. It's crazy. Remind you like on the weekend type vibe. Like it's almost like I'm putting a roster together like on some Def Jam.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's a plethora, the collective project. Check it out.
What does it take for an artist to get DrummaBoy attention? Because those nobody sounds like they, like I said, they're not just sitting in Atlanta. They can't just pull up on you. Like, so what does it take to get your attention?
It really come down to your movement. You
Okay.
know what I mean? And the business side, like how it makes sense business wise. You know what I'm saying? Every move is a business move. You know what I mean? 90% of the game is business.
That's a fact.
And you know, a lot of times you can go on your heart or you go on your talent or whatnot, but at the end of the day, the money has to be covered on XYZ. You know what I mean? And it's about what makes sense business wise for both sides. You know what I mean? The entire piece of the pie. You know what I mean? And when it breaks down or it makes sense, that's what's fucked with.
I'm just saying though, like, how does somebody even get on your radar to even look into business sides or anything? Like,
I mean, it's weird how God kind of operate the schedule.
that's a fact.
You know what I mean? So it just comes like you just get that phone call. You just caught me at that moment. It was just something that presented at that one time. You know what I'm saying? Like it's destined. It's nothing that's forced or overdone. Or, you know what I mean? Like you just gotta wait for your moment. You know what I mean? And be prepared. That's the main thing. Is like being prepared when the opportunity presents itself. And to me, that's the secret to success. There's so many people that get in front of me and waste their opportunity. You know what I mean? Because you weren't ready, but you were just so
Anxious to get up there.
exactly
That's
that
a
you
fact.
went on a man, check this out, and that shit was some bullshit. You know what I mean? So it's like you scarred yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you give a chick some lame dick first time, 9 times out of 10,
always remember that.
you might not get a second opportunity to redeem yourself. You know what I mean? So you got to come with that shit first time. You know what I mean? And usually that's the ones who succeed.
That get it right, you know. So we got the collection, all platforms. On God 2, all platforms.
The collective project.
The collective project,
Yes, sir.
all platforms.
Yes, sir.
On God 2, all platforms.
And just follow at Drum Squad Records at DrummaBoy Fresh.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And you'll see the hyperlinks in mine, and you'll see the hyperlink in Drum Squad Records.
One thing I wanted to know is what makes someone want to start a record? Like, 'cause that's a lot of responsibility. There's money involved, I understand that, but there's a lot of responsibility as well.
It's about doing things that you haven't done. You know what I mean? And if you look at the top producers, the one thing all of the top producers did was make hot beats, make hits, and put on the artist.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
As well as rap. If you look at the top, and that's how you know them because of their rap. Dr. Dre, Kanye, Swiss Beats, you know what I mean? Timberland, you know what I mean? You can go on and on and on about the top.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Manny Fresh,
Yeah,
Jazzy Faye, you know what I mean? You had to rap to see them, to know who they was. As soon as I started rapping, I got the key to the city of Memphis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's about utilizing that platform, taking advantage of that platform, and then diversifying yourself into other areas. You know what I mean? And putting people on, you know what I mean? And being a real boss, putting people in opportunities, you know what I mean? Putting people in position. And for me, that was more so what I wanted to do, as well as motivation from Russell Simmons, seeing, okay, Def Jam was started off of LL Cool J.
Yeah.
One artist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just fun for me to be able to develop artists from scratch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And presenting that to the world and letting you watch it grow. You know what I mean? And looking like, you know what I mean? Looking at the dynasty being built. You know what I'm saying? Like Bad Boy was started.
Yeah.
He came out with some artists. You know what I mean? Every label started from somewhere. You know what I mean? So I've seen how it's done. It's just fun doing it.
Yeah. It's a new challenge.
Absolutely, man. Follow at Drum Squad Records.
Drum Squad Records. On God to Allen Memphis dropping soon.
Coming soon, man. This fall.
Okay, this fall. Anything else we need to know? Y'all got some shit.
Man, it's crazy.
Scrappy
Records just be
album
popping
on the
out.
way.
Yeah.
Y'all got some shit going on.
Absolutely. I'm working on Music Soul Child album.
That's
executive
big.
producing
That's big.
that. We doing an A-Ball and MJG album.
That's big. That's real big.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
big.
definitely, you know, paying homage to the OGs, man. You know what I'm saying? Master P, working heavily with him, working with the OGs, as well as the youth. We just did a record with YBN Almighty and Designer.
Shout out to them.
I got a lot of records. It's so many records I'm doing.
I
Shout out
already
to
know.
Red Cafe, French Montana. They going crazy in New York. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? DJ Self, we just bumped into, you know what I'm saying, working on their project. I got to shout out my dog Blazer, Prince J,
Okay.
out of Lithonia. Both of them going crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, shout out to them. I know Blazer. I know Prince J as well, but I know Blazer personally.
Absolutely.
So shout out to the homie.
Absolutely.
He's definitely moving.
Yes, sir.
And shout out to his movement.
Absolutely.
Any more shout outs we got to give?
Yeah, Alabama.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Most definitely.
All over that mug.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, boys, man. It's, I want to say this is a beautiful union, in my opinion. It's dope to see. I hope everything that whatever y'all want, it happens. Like that, just like from a fan's perspective, not even
That's
on
a
no
mutual
like,
feeling,
That's
yeah.
that's real. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
told you from day one, like
Yeah.
whatever you needed, I got you.
Yeah.
I just told you that Monday.
yeah,
Whatever
yeah,
you need,
yeah.
I got you. You know what I'm saying? So like,
This shit, I told him the other day, I was like, man, this shit crazy. This shit feel like some player circle shit. This shit feel like, you know what I mean? Just two
That's
niggas
real.
that linked up, you know what I'm saying? Got the same ambition, same hustle, you know what I mean?
and it's that's the like I don't know that y'all see it the way I see it, but that's the dynamic of that. You know what I'm saying? Two niggas coming from two totally different sides of the spectrum. Like, yeah, y'all both from the hood. Yeah, y'all both from, you know, urban areas. But it's DrummaBoy and Xay Capisce. You know what I'm saying? To come together and have that type of energy and that's just dope to me.
Yeah.
That's super dope. That to me is dope in the making.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like cooking with good dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on,
We got
man.
somebody got a mean wrist in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate
Scrap, we done spoke them up, man.
Oh, shout out to Scrap.
Hey, man, we shouting y'all live, man. We got down online radio station, no days off, man.
Shout out to motherfucking
Shout out
Scrap,
live,
nigga.
man.
But we're not gonna get into too much, man. You got any more shout outs? Any more shout outs? We good. Appreciate everybody tuning in, man. DJ C Chaos, Chaotic Vibes podcast right here on indioradio.com. Let's ride.